Hi friends, this is Subramani. You're watching me on my YouTube channel, Betty Jester. And if you're watching my video for the very first time, I'm a data scientist. I used to post lots of career-oriented videos for freshers, experienced one, and those looking for a career transition from a non-technical to technical domain, as well as for the school students. And if you have any doubts regarding your career, you can drop me an email in the below email ID that I've provided. And if you are a working professional, you can follow me in the LinkedIn and you can text me. I will clarify doubts anytime. So in today's episode, we are going to discuss about the logical gates. Again, this is a very simple concept, but it has lots of values for the programming career. And what are these logic gates, especially for the school students and college students? You need to understand that logic gates are nothing but they are the IC chips. Electronic and communication background, we study the internal logic of how these IC chips are designed. So in programming, we just make use of the term or, and, not, nor, ignore, XOR. We will represent the logic of the gate and apply the operation. When we apply that operation, a particular circuit operation is happening and we are getting the output. Put in simple, logic gates are nothing but an IC chip. Again, in first standard students, in your syllabus, how it is framed is, you will study about logic gates during your midterm examination in computer science, first 1 or 2, 3 chapters, and we'll study about the logic gates, real concepts in your physics, which will be in the 9th or 10th chapter. It means that you will study it during a midterm time, and the real logic you will study during your half examination or annual examination time. So that is what the syllabus is made, and Tamil Nadu syllabus is actually a mixture of collapse. Again, in physics second chapter itself, you will study about differential equations. You don't know what is the differential or integration. The real integration or differential will take place in the 7th chapter of maths, which will be covered during your after a quarterly examination. So there are lots of collabs in the syllabus. Again, it's all a fate. Fine. Here the logic gates are nothing but an IP chip. So we have an IP number. This IP chip will be internally present and they perform the operation using these keywords which we specify. So IP 7405 is a NOT operation. IP 7408 is a AND. IP 7432 is the OR operation. IP 7486 is the XOR operation. What is this operation? Let me start with NOT operation. NOT is nothing but the one which gives the inverted result. So it will be represented by the symbol this. If you give A, it gives me an A bar. If A is 0, I get 1. Opposite, a conjugate. If A is going to be the 1, I'm going to get the output as 0. This is the NOT operation, OR operation. For OR operation, we require 2 bits. Say A, B. A0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 combination. For OR means it's nothing but an addition. If any of my one input is true, true means exists. We always use 1 for the existence, 0 for the absence. So if the number is present or if 1 is there, it's nothing but a digital operation. Yeah, it means the signal is passed. We have a signal. It's like an on operation. 1 means on. You're on in the particular circuit. You're on in a particular IC chip. 0 means you're not switching on the particular circuit. So the logic is any one of the input is true, you get an output. So A or B is both are off, so you get 0. 1 is on, you get output as on. 1 is on, and both are on, you get the output 1. So how do you symbolically represent this for OR operation? There are something called shiftwise or shiftwise and all that will be covered in the next upcoming episodes. We are just saying about the logical operation. Or means any one of the inputs should be true, you will get an output as true. We'll be using the symbol. So A is the input, B are the input. 2 input signals are passed. Like digitally, a signal flows in this way, on, off, or a digital signal of a digital signal is the discrete in nature. So on the signal, so you'll get an output A, B, A plus B. This is the OR operation. Next one is about AND operation. AND operation again, it takes 2 bits. It actually performs the multiplication. So we should have both the inputs as true. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Both are off. 1 is off. Again, output will also be off. 1 is off. Again, output will be off. Both inputs are true. Output is true. This is a AND operation, and the symbol for AND operation is digitally A, B. We get A dot of B. Got it? So this IP7404 will perform this. IP7408 will perform this. These are not the questions going to be asked in interview, but just for your knowledge, an IP7432 will perform the OR operation. Now, let me discuss about the XOR operations. XOR is not. These are the most important logics. Again, in my next video, I will explain you about the universal gates. And before that, understand the XOR and XNOR. So, XOR, the logic for XOR is A bar B plus A B bar. When we have both inputs are true, output is false. For an example, A, B, and the symbol we denote as dot plus symbol with circle. Okay. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Both the inputs are true, output is false. Both the inputs are true. Or I mean, if you have both similar outputs, if both inputs are true, it's like both the inputs are same. Output will be false. We have different outputs. If it is the OR gate, we will put this also true. That is the difference between normal OR gate and the XOR gate. So the real logic is A bar B plus A B bar. If you apply this logic and if you do the sum operation, you will get the same. So logically, how do we represent this operation is, we'll add one more curve A, B, A, circle of B. But writing more descriptively, how we can represent this is A, B. First, we have to take the A bar. A, B, two circuits are coming. From A, I'm taking, I'm inverting the result. This is the A bar. So A is coming. A, after this bubble, it turns to A bar. And I should add again B. I'm adding this B to a AND operator. So this is a AND operator. I will hit A bar B. Again, this result should be passed to a OR operator. So A bar B is passed to a OR operator. Next, what I have? A. Again, A is coming. I need a B bar. So B bar means this B. Now for this B, I am applying an inverter. This is a B bar. This is just a A. And again, AND operation. Output will be A B bar. This output again will be giving into this OR operator. This is AND. So the output will be A bar B plus A bar B. So this is how you derive XOR using AND and OR operators. And the next one, we'll discuss about XNOR. XNOR is nothing but an opposite to XOR when both the inputs are same, output is true. A, B, A XOR of B, XNOR of B. This is not XOR. Now I'm teaching you the XNOR. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Both inputs are true, output will be there. So this is about, and the circuit logic is same as A bar B plus A B bar, but we have whole bar. So this is how we represent the XOR and XNOR operations. Sorry, you have to make this as 0 and put one bar. Just make it like in this way. You should put A as the same symbol followed by the bar condition. So if you solve this bar condition, that is nothing but XNOR. So you have to change the logics and you have to do. So putting simple, when both the inputs are same, you will get an output for XNOR. When both the inputs are same, you will not get the output for XOR. So that is about NOT, OR, and XNOR and XOR operations. In the next video, I will show you what are the universal gates, the important De Morgan's law, and how you can derive one gate from another gate. An example for a universal gate. So that is the most important video for any programmer as well as the students who have theoretical examinations in this kind of digital electronics. So meet you in the next video. If you think this video is valuable to your career, please like and drop any comment as things that you learn from this particular video, such that it reaches the major audience and for my hard work. We'll meet you in the next video. Bye.